The CD player doesn't want to hear it either.
Hello, and welcome to the first review of this channel, or the first official one at least. Today we're going to be looking at Animal Collective's newest album from 2016, Painting With. Now you may be familiar with Animal Collective from their previous releases, Spirit They're Gone, Spirit They Vanish, Sung Tongs, Strawberry Jam, Feels, and of course Merryweather Post Pavilion. Now, I'm a huge fan of all of these, but the question is, does their latest album hold up to the quality of the previous ones? Before the album came out, they released the track Floridada, which was astounding. It had catchy synths, a fast-paced beat, and singing, along with some Beach Boys-esque backing vocals, and it still had a decent amount of non-electric instrumentation scattered throughout the track. If all of the tracks on this album were as good as Floridada, I would have no problem giving this album a 9 or a 10. However, I'd be hard-pressed to find a single song that comes close. There are 3 sounds you'll find in this album that are novel at first, but are soon beaten to death from how often they're used. The first is what I'd call the Portal synth because of its frequent use in Portal 2's soundtrack. You'll recognize it immediately. The second sound, and I only say this because it seems like no one has a better name for it, is the fart synth. It's used in virtually every song, and it really gets tiresome after a while. It's teeth-grindingly irritating, not implemented well, and it robs the spotlight from some genuinely creative moments on the album. The last sound would be the vocals on majority of the tracks. Syllables are repeated over and over again, slowly stuttering out a line of lyrics as if the samples were trying to finish each other's words. However, this isn't something that should define the album. It should be a one-off thing that they use on one of their songs. If they stopped using it after Hocus Pocus, I would praise it, but because of how frequently it's used, it comes off as lazy. However, I will note that it does mimic the album artwork. Have you ever gone to a discount clothing store and found one of those graphic tees with misprints? That's basically what the vocals are like. Some may find this cool, but most people agree it's the reason it's in a discount store to begin with. If there's anything I could compare this album to, it would be a museum for modern art. Something seems so sterile about it. Where their past albums had texture and style with a minimal amount of sanding to polish off the finished product, this album is so overproduced it's like someone took a fucking floor buffer to it and pressed on it hard until it came out a blindingly smooth sphere. Sure, sterile and polished is fine, but it's at the expense of stripping away everything that made Anco what they are. That being said, I can't completely bash this album either. Sure, there's a great deal of filler, but there's also some of the most creative things I've ever heard by them. Songs like Natural Selection, On Delay, Golden Gal, and Floridada are nothing to write off. Naturally, these are the songs that rely on this album's gimmicks the least. The most I can say is that if you're a fan of Panda Bear's singing, there are a few good performances by him, but overall this album is a hit or miss. Either you like it for its few good moments and its quality as an electronica piece, or you hate it because of how much wasted potential it shows on the part of Anco. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching this review. If you would like to see me review something else, please leave a comment saying so, and I will probably get to it within a week. I look forward to seeing where this channel is going to go, and I'm so glad that I finally got this first review out of the way.